In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NHL games happening on May 12, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Capitals versus Carolina Hurricanes. The Washington Capitals are back in action against the Carolina Hurricanes for Game 4 of the second round. After managing to grab a win in Game 2, the Caps couldn't keep the momentum going and stumbled in the following game. That loss now puts them behind 2-1 in the series. Carolina took the opener in overtime and looked dominant in Game 3, setting themselves up with a golden opportunity to take full control of the series. With a win on home ice, they could go up 3-1 and put the Capitals in a very tough spot heading back to DC. The Capitals now find themselves trailing in the series after a rough showing in Game 3, where they were shut out 4-0. Washington gave up 2 goals in the second period and another 2 in the third, struggling to find any rhythm. They managed just 21 shots on goal, split faceoffs evenly at 50%, and failed to convert on either of their 2 power play chances. Before that, they had some life with a 3-1 win in Game 2, though they also dropped a tight 2-1 battle in Game 1. In the previous round, Washington knocked out the Canadiens in 5 games, allowing 2 or fewer goals in each of their 4 wins. So far this season, they've been scoring about 3.49 goals a game, while giving up 2.79. On special teams, they've been solid, converting 23.5% of their power plays and killing off 82% of penalties. Carolina is riding high after their convincing 4-0 win in Game 3, giving them a chance to go up 3-1 in the series. Even though the Hurricanes didn't control the first half hour of the game, they turned things around in the second period with 2 quick goals and never looked back. They put up 28 shots on goal, matched Washington in face-off wins, and were perfect on the power play, going 2 for 2. Coming into this series, Carolina handled New Jersey in 5 games during the first round. They split their home games in that one but scored 4 or more goals in 3 of their wins. Throughout the season, the Hurricanes have averaged 3.24 goals per game and have allowed 2.81. They've been decent on the power play at 18.7% and better on the penalty kill, sitting at 83.6%. Washington should come out swinging in this one, knowing they can't afford to fall into a 3-1 hole. Still, Carolina's home record is no joke. They went 35-9-1 on their own ice this season. The Capitals have been respectable on the road, and given how close the first 2 games were, this one feels like it could follow a similar script. With Washington sitting at 51-39 against the spread this year, a loss by 2 or more goals would put them in a seriously bad spot with elimination looming. They'll be fighting to even things up, but they'll have to get through a Hurricanes team that went 31-9-1 at home during the regular season. I thought the Capitals looked strong early in Game 3, but they just couldn't cash in. Carolina's defense has been a wall for most of this series, and Anderson has stood on his head. Still, Thompson has held his own for Washington too. I'm taking a swing with the Capitals here because with the price and the way Thompson has played, they've got a fighting chance. As our first pick for this matchup, the Washington Capitals to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Carolina has leaned on their defense all season, especially at home, and that's exactly how I expect them to play again. This series has been all about keeping the puck out of the net. Each of the first 3 games has finished under 5.5 goals. When games are this tight, teams often shift into protection mode once they have a lead instead of pressing for more. Both clubs have hit the under in most of their games this year, and this series has been a showcase of defensive hockey. Washington has only allowed 7 goals across the 3 games, and their blue line, led by Jacob Chychrun, John Carlson, and company, has done a great job creating turnovers and keeping things clear for Logan Thompson to step up with big saves. On the other side, Carolina will look to build on their shutout win. Their own defensive core, featuring Jakub Slavin, Dmitry Orlov, Brent Burns, and others, has been effective at clogging up the neutral zone and keeping Washington from generating any real momentum. With Anderson continuing to lock things down in goal, both teams are going to be grinding it out again. This has been a physical, low-scoring series where defense is king. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Vegas Golden Knights versus Edmonton Oilers. The Vegas Golden Knights are set to take on the Edmonton Oilers in Game 4 of their playoff series. The action is happening at Rogers Place, right in the heart of Edmonton, Alberta. This is a big one for both teams, with the Oilers holding a 2-1 lead in the series. During the regular season, these two teams split their matchups, with the Oilers going 2-0 against Vegas. Vegas is looking to grab another win and even the series at 2 games apiece. They've been solid on the road lately, riding a streak of 3 straight playoff wins away from home. Scoring hasn't been a problem either. They've managed to put up at least 3 goals in 5 of their last 6 games. Right now, they're averaging 3.17 goals per game in the playoffs and are cashing in on nearly 30% of their power play chances. On the defensive side, they're giving up 3.44 goals a game and have killed off 80% of their opponent's power plays. The Oilers, on the other hand, are trying to take control of this series by going up 3-1. They've been strong at home, winning 5 of their last 6 playoff games at Rogers Place. It's also been a while since they've dropped back-to-back games. They last did that back in late April. Offensively, Edmonton has been dangerous, averaging 4.33 goals per game in the playoffs and converting on 30% of their power play opportunities. Defensively, they're allowing 3.78 goals per game and have struggled a bit on the penalty kill, stopping just 62.1% of opposing power plays. There's definitely a solid argument to be made for backing the Golden Knights, especially with the underdog odds, considering the road team has won the last 4 games and 5 of the last 6. That said, I'm still leaning toward Edmonton. The price isn't great, but the Oilers probably feel like they let Game 3 slip away after jumping out to a 2-0 lead. This is a team with enough experience to bounce back from that. They went into Vegas and grabbed 2 games. That's not something you want to waste by dropping one at home. Eventually, one of these teams is going to have to hold serve on their home ice. For me, I'd need a bit more value to back Vegas here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Edmonton Oilers money line is our full game side pick. So far in the 2025 playoffs, the Oilers are 4-0 to the over when playing at home. The Golden Knights aren't far behind either, with a 3-1 over-under record on the road. These games have been tight and competitive, but not because the goalies have been shutting things down. The offenses have just been that good, consistently finding ways to score. Edmonton has been lighting it up at home, and Vegas should be able to find the net against Stuart Skinner, which gives them a chance to keep pace on the scoreboard. All signs point to another high-scoring night. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.